Hey survivors, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Vonnie, and I want to thank you guys so much for the support. And if these videos, if they are helping you guys or if you find them helpful, just share them and just comment below, guys. I always answer the comments, and I love interacting and communicating with you guys. So today I want to talk about getting behind the mask of the narcissist. Now I know a lot of people get really excited just thinking about how to do this, because it's just so frustrating and it makes you so upset because all the things that they've done, and you know that they're just wearing a mask. You know that in front of people they have to uphold this image of being confident, self-confident, and being nice and kind and empathetic. That's what they have to make people believe that they are, just to get that acceptance from the society that we live in. Narcissists really just they just want to be praised, they just want to be accepted, they just need people to like them, and that's more than what most normal people need. Most normal people just are kind of like, they know that a healthy person would just know that you're not going to get along with everybody, and you just do what you do. You just be yourself. You don't have to be popular or worried about being well liked, or you just go and be yourself. And if people like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. But as long as you're being true to yourself, the narcissist is not being true to themselves at all. They're actually very insecure. And I'm going to talk about, that mask and, what's really going on. Just get deeper into it and tell me, guys, what you think about it. So, we all know behind that mask, there is so many insecurities. Like I always say, narcissists are some of the most insecure people that you will ever know. They are so insecure. I don't care how they look or what they have, even, because different types of narcissists, and they all have different types of social statuses. They all have one thing in common, many things in common, but they are very insecure individuals. The males are insecure. The male narcissists are very insecure with themselves. They really just have to focus on their image. They have to focus on what people think about them and how people receive them. And they have to project that image of being very outgoing, very confident person. They have to be liked. It's very, very important to them, just the way as it is to the females. It's really, really not too much difference between what they both need. So it's just very, very interesting aspect. But the interesting part is that this mask is basically up because they have to hide their insecurities from everybody. They have to hide it. Female narcissists may have a problem with something physical about herself, and she has to hide it, make it seem like she doesn't have any issues. But then she'll be running to the plastic surgeon or trying to get a weight loss surgery or something to enhance the way she looks because of that insecurity. And it's just a lot of this stuff can be really complex. It's a lot of different ways to look at it, because that doesn't take away from the people who really need surgery or really need plastic surgeries for really real health issues. So I would never joke about something like that, but the female narcissists are people that really know that they want it to be accepted and to be admired by men and get more attention and more supply. So that's what's going on with them. They're really vulnerable, and all narcissists, they're really vulnerable. They just all need to be approved really, really bad and admired by our society. Now the thing is, when you think about high school, all of us have been in high school. You think about the popular kids and then the kids that maybe weren't popular, and you think about, did those kids that were popular, did they really need to be accepted that bad? What things were they doing? Were they dressing, wearing certain clothing? Were they getting in trouble or doing bad things that their parents wouldn't approve of, just so they can have more attention and be more liked and to seem cool, versus the kids that really didn't need that, Just looking at things that way can really make you think, when it comes to narcissism, how they need the world to be on their side. They need the world to like them, and as far as when it comes to this mask, I'm going to talk about when this mask starts to slip, since they have it up, they have it up towards the world, right? So the world can see that they're a good person and think that they're a good person and to be accepted. But when the mask slips is when things aren't going their way, And this happens often with narcissists. God doesn't like ugly, as we all, know that. Our nanas and grandparents told us God doesn't like ugly, So when things don't go their way, or, you have to confront them, about something in a relationship, or you actually may be fed up and just want to leave and tired. So that's going to cause a narcissistic injury. They're going to, they just need things to go their way, So they're going to sit here and, they're like predators. I want to talk about that. They're like predators. They seem to know that we are very vulnerable in a lot of ways too, being alone, being by ourselves versus being around them. They are known to be lawbreakers. They're known to be into illegal things, all types of illegal things, from being abusive to cheating and stealing and working the system, working in gray areas in the system, doing what they want to do, basically, and trying to get away with it. So they know that basically nobody will be around to save you or offer you support, so they will attack you. A lot of them go in attacking you physically. Some of us haven't been physically attacked by them, just more so emotionally and psychological abuse, but they know nobody's around. They don't want your brother, or the male narcissist doesn't want your brother jumping in and say, hey, what are you doing, man? They know that. They know that. Female narcissist doesn't want anybody around really either. But not to say that they can't be so enraged that they do things sometimes when people are around. That happens in some scenarios, but a lot of times they'll do it when nobody's around, so they won't have to deal with those consequences. They know that, because they're gonna project everything on you and say you're the one that started with them. So they'll attack you because of that mask, because of that fragile self-esteem that they have, that they're hiding. They don't want to hear the truth about themselves. They hate it. They hate hearing about themselves. And they'll even tell you, narcissists even tell you, I don't like when people criticize. I don't like that. I don't like when people judge. Well, everybody's going to judge somebody out here. The world that we live in, we all have been judged and we all will be judged. But the thing is, for narcissists, they don't like it, because they know that a lot of things that people talk about in those judgments or those criticisms is true. They are lazy. They are cowards. They are, not good parents. It's true that they can never keep a job, many of them, or whatever it is that people say about them. It's just like a toddler. I mean, they're just going to throw a tantrum because they can't take the truth. And they don't mind telling you about yourself, whatever they feel like that you may be lacking in, or issues that you may have, because that's the way to control you, to manipulate you, is to make you always feel like you have some type of problem or some type of issue with you. They need that. That's where that power comes in from them, that mind control. A lot of people think that they'll say that if you got mind control over somebody, you have a lot of power, because they can't think for themselves. They don't really they seem to be disconnected from thinking for themselves and really knowing how to do for themselves. So the narcissists love people like this, so they can control their minds and get inside their heads and play games with them. So, but the point is that when you confront them Like I said, when you confront them, it's an issue for them. They just cannot take it. They're like them toddlers in the stores that you'll see them on in the store, and they'll just be passing out because they can't get their way. Maybe the parent didn't want to get them any cookies, and they'll be falling out and crying and loud because they want that attention. They're angry, and they just need to control what their mothers do. So narcissists are kind of like that in a sense. They need to control. I want these cookies and you're going to get them. So the narcissist on that side is like, you're not going to tell me about myself. I don't want to hear it. So they start throwing a tantrum, start raging, start throwing things, punching things, being abusive. Can't get their way, so they're definitely capable of harming others. That rage comes out, that narcissistic rage we all talk about. They lose a grip, and they lost that grip that they had on you. You don't want them no more in a lot of cases, and they know that. You're tired. Everybody comes to the point where they get fed up. They know they deserve better, and it's just like you just wake up from the fog. Something that snaps you out and say, wait, I don't deserve to be treated like this. I deserve better. So you come to that point, and a narcissist knows. They knew you were going to come to that point before you came to it. That's why they always try to have backup supply and all that, because they know how messed up they are. They know they lie. They know they cheat. They know the things that they've been doing the whole time they've been with you. So they already expect you to go ahead and leave. But they just don't expect you to do it. What they don't expect is like the timing. They can't predict the timing. It may not be the timing that they want. So they'll get mad like if you kick them out the apartment or the house and everything's in your name. Oh yeah, if they got to be out on the streets, they're gonna go off on you and try to make you really pay, get revenge on you, just because they can't control the situation like they want to. That's why they make a lot of mistakes. They are calculated, but they also make a lot of mistakes, just thinking that they're God, thinking they can control the outcome, control people, control what happens in the world, when the truth is they really never had that control. They never had that type of power. It's just a game. It's just a game. So when you reject them, or leave them, or even, argue with them and confront them with the truth, they don't want to hear it. That mask is protecting them from feeling shame, so they're going to try to rationalize all that toxic behavior. They don't want to feel shame, embarrassed, criticized, judged. They hate it. It's so fragile to that ego. It just tears them up to pieces inside. So the truth is that you can get behind that mask pretty easy. It's just that a lot of times they know that in front of people they need acceptance. So a lot of times they really prefer not to, let that mask slip in front of people. It's just when people are not around, when you are alone with them, all that mask slips. All that drug use comes out, as far as them using drugs, things that go on behind closed doors. People will never know. They can't believe it because of how hard they work to portray an image of something that they're not. The world is the audience for them. They're the audience. That drama that the narcissist will put out there if they do have to bring the conflict in front of the world. The court system, police, bystanders, they need someone to rescue them. They feel like they need someone to rescue them because you're criticizing them, telling them the truth, and they're about to lose. They don't like to lose, They always say, they like to win. That's why they put so much effort into the crafty little things that they do, the shady things that they do. So they want someone to rescue them, and they want to be the victim, even though they're not. We all know this, though. So the easiest thing for them to do is kind of like, it's all your fault. That projection right there, that denial and projection. It's just natural for them and easy for them to do that because they don't like the way it feels to be judged or criticized. They don't like it. And they have the audacity to still want to be connected with your family, your friends, and your loved ones. They want to fool every single person that you're involved with You know, just that arrogance, just that pride, that ego. They need to be in control of what society thinks about them, how they accept it. So that mask, the truth about getting behind that mask is that it's always easy to get behind it. Honestly, you just have to have, I know some people just want to just print out their criminal records and just send them to every ex-girlfriend that they've had. Or, you know, I've heard some stuff that survivors just are so tired of people not really knowing this person. They're tired of, you know, people looking at this person a certain way. They just want the people to see the truth. You know, they're just so eager for people to see the truth, and everybody got to heal in their own way. I mean, it's just hard to tell people that what not to do, but you know, all things in ways can backfire when you start dealing with these type of individuals, just because they are very vindictive. You know, they say, you know, that they are stuck in a toddler's you know, an emotional intelligence of a young child. You know, emotionally they are very selfish, very insecure, very spoiled, just have a lot of, just very weak, have a lot of issues. They haven't developed that level of maturity as us adults should have. You know, even though we might have insecurities about ourselves, but we still go on, we still try to work it out and still try to help ourselves and heal ourselves the right way. They don't want to seek help. They kind of just want to cover it up and hide it and try to make other people feel what they feel, which is insecure, you know, self-hate, you know. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video. That's my thoughts about getting behind that mask. And tell me what you think about this video, guys. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and thank you so much for watching.